Welcome back to Trailer Park Cooking. I'm Genie B Delishus, and today we're going to be making flapjacks, pancakes, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to add blueberries to mine, but before we get started, I wanted to introduce an item that was sent to me for free so that I could put it on my show. I'm really happy with the product. It's called Culinary Couture. It's silicone handled and based, so because it's not plastic, I can set it on the side and it's not going to burn. And it's really evenly weighted and just distributed weight on the pan or the handles themselves. And as far as a spatula, it's just like what you want. You want a thin edge and you want a firm base for flipping pancakes or whatever. There's other utensils that come in it, your basics that you see in normal sets. But I will include a link so that you could get your own, as well as their website so you can view other products that they offer. Well, let's get started with the recipe today. So I'm just making the basic flapjack. You know, blueberries you can buy in a big bag. And what I do is I separate mine in like 1 cup measurements and put them in the freezer so that I can use a little bit at a time. I'm not having to reopen the package that they came in. So I got some frozen blueberries here. I'm gonna microwave them for about 30 seconds. So that's my fruit that I'm adding. I've got just regular butter for greasing the pan. I've got a free sample that I received from Albertsons of this little pancake mix. We're also going to use an egg and of course milk for this recipe. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is microwave my blueberries. I'm going to put them in 30 seconds to a minute depending on how many blueberries. And the reason why I do that, there's a lot of water that's in a blueberry when it's frozen. So just to get some of that extra liquid out, so when you're cooking the pancake in the pan, it cooks a little bit more evenly and you don't have that dough or uncooked section. I also have my temperature on my stove to about a number 4, and I have a lid. I think the lid's important because it evenly cooks the pancake mix itself. So basically, let's see here. See how we've got all that liquid inside the blueberries. We're going to strain those. So I'm actually just going to cheat and use a paper towel. That way I don't have to reset my camera. So I'm just going to take the blueberry, and you can actually use this. So if you ran out of syrup, there's a recipe that you can make with juice off of fruit that you have, like your canned fruit and sugar. I mean, literally you boil it until it condenses down to the thickness you want for syrup. But for today, we're not going to do that. We're not going to save that yummy juice that's in the blueberries. So I'm just going to pour out that juice and hopefully not make a mess. And it's not really that much blueberry, so. And then I'm just going to set that aside. While it's cooling. I've got my pan preheating right now so I can feel that heat off of there. And then with my free little flapjack mix here, I'm just going to cut the top off. I love kitchen shears. Kitchen shears are my favorite friend. I use them all the time. And the thing about pancakes is you don't want to over mix them, so you definitely want to have your ingredients ready. I got milk. It says 1 cup for this batter itself, but I go by feel. And then of course 1 egg. So we've got the egg, the milk, and you're just going to mix them up. These are Kodiak cakes. They're a little bit healthy. So they're probably not the good old white bread kind. And the one thing about pancake mix is there's really not much error except for overcooking them or so on and so forth. But you can add more pancake mix if you don't put enough, if you put too much liquid, and if it's too thick, then you can add more liquid. So it's pretty easy, basic, and I know this seems silly, but you know, you may have left home, never been taught to cook, and this is just a great example of how to cook pancakes super easy and yummy. It's a comfort food for me, especially with butter and powdered sugar. So I'm using one of the scoops that I got with that free set from the Culinary Couture, and it's really bendy, so that's one of the things that impressed me the most. And then the weight, like, they're not cheaply made. These are really a nice set of cooking utensils. So you notice that I didn't add the blueberries to my mix itself. I actually don't want to do that for the way I cook them. And of course, the fail-safe butter, just tear the top off because butter is so yummy, right? Makes everything taste better. And I just go around in a circle. My pan's pretty hot right now, so that pancake's probably going to cook really quickly. I'm just going to get a spoon out because I'm going to spoon these blueberries at the same time. So we've got this, and I'm just going to take a nice scoop pancake mix, dump it in the pan, and then I'm going to just take the blueberries separately and just kind of layer them on the top while it's cooking underneath. Set that aside. All right, so I'm just going to put the lid on, and I'm just going to wait. They say that the bubbles, when they reach around the edges of the pancake, they're ready to flip. So looks like it's ready to flip. So the thing about pancakes, I love it when they have that golden edge, and that's what butter gives you, where oil doesn't really give you that nice buttery flavor on the edge. Kind of a little overcooked, that one, but you know, look at how thick that pancake is. It's going to be yummy. Everybody likes a hot pancake so the butter melts, and that's one of the nice things about cooking it this way, because it's ready, and then when you flip it over, the blueberries are right on top. Pan's a little hot. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. And again, you could just take that butter, rub it on the top of your pancake. So we've got that beautiful pancake there. Nice, yummy blueberries, cooked all the way through. It's nice and thick. Can't wait to taste it. All right, so now is the taste test. I've never tried those whole wheat pancakes before, but they seem to have cooked up really nicely. And the nice thing is, with the blueberries and the pancake, having a whole wheat pancake, which is kind of healthy. I've never really eaten them before. Actually pretty good. Of course, I'm sure it's not gluten-free. I have no idea. How would you make a gluten-free pancake? All right. Delicious pancakes for breakfast. Nice comfort food. Doesn't have to be for breakfast. It could be any time during the day. But what I will tell you is that it's super easy, it's super cheap, and it's a filling meal. And just a little bit of extra blueberries. I know you can buy the blueberry mix with the blueberries in them, but there's nothing like having fresh blueberries in a pancake. Join me next time for another great recipe on Trailer Park Cookin'. My name is Genie B Delishus, and if you want to, you can subscribe, like, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, however you like. Leave comments down below. I read some of your comments. I don't always have the time to read the thousands that come in every day, but I do appreciate the feedback. Of course, I am not a cook, I'm just a home-cooked woman. So if you have suggestions or things to make my life easier when I'm preparing these yummy meals for my family and for my friends that watch, go ahead and send me an email, geniebdelicious@gmail.com. Thank you so much for being a loyal subscriber and waiting on those 10 months that have gone past. I appreciate your loyalty, and there'll be more soon. Bye, y'all.